Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk to you about one of the most powerful forces that can transform your life. Courage. We all have fears. They can be paralyzing, holding us back from reaching our true potential and living the life we deserve. But what if I told you that embracing courage and facing your fears head on is the key to unlocking a world of possibilities? I will fear no evil. This is not just a declaration, it's a mindset. It's a commitment to yourself that you will not let fear control your destiny. Instead, you will face it, embrace it, and conquer it. Today, I challenge you to step into your power, to rise above your fears, and to live a life filled with courage and confidence. That numerous times, we've all probably taken a moment to pause and think. Frequently, we ask ourselves, where's all this leading to? When we read the news or hear about events in the news. Why is this happening? Therefore, I believe that now more than ever, we need to start considering what we can do to establish a solid foundation for our lives and make use of the abilities we already possess. After all, a lot of us go through life never realizing that we have those advantages. And in my opinion, part of that is realizing what your life's work is. What is it that you feel is the purpose and meaning of your life? Since it places you in your position of power once you discover that, observe if you are aware of your life's purpose. You should get to work on it, in my opinion. Try to do it in little doses if you are unable to finish it all at once. And if you're not sure why you're here or what you were supposed to accomplish, I strongly advise you to find out what your life's mission is and what will be different. Have you ever considered that question for yourself? That's what I did. I recall thinking about how much time I had left after leaving a friend's funeral. And while I was thinking about this guy whose life seemed so full of promise, I went for a walk in a park. And really, he wasn't really that old. In fact, he was pretty youthful. And it occurred to me that he never had the opportunity to carry out any of the things he had promised to do. I then began to consider my own life and the amount of time I still had to accomplish the things I wanted to. I also didn't know at the time what my life's mission or purpose was. At the moment, I wasn't certain, and I gave it a lot of thinking. I thought I had a notion, but I wasn't sure. I doubt that I felt deserving. I didn't think I could accomplish the kind of job I'm currently performing. And I tell you, it can actually save your life if you start making a deliberate effort to figure out what it is you're supposed to do. It literally can save your life, as I mentioned. According to recent surveys, 85% of Americans go to occupations that they detest, don't challenge them, and make them sick to think about. See, you can already see the infamous glass ceiling when you go into a job and know how far you can go. See, when you know ahead of time how much money you're going to make somewhere, you are aware of your current limitations. You've reached a point of no return. It lowers your sense of worth. It diminishes your self-esteem. It causes internal upheaval. It leaves you feeling empty. Therefore, I contend that it is worthwhile for you to discover your calling in life. I'm not advocating quitting your work either. Find it and give it a small try is what I'm suggesting. Just put forth a little amount of effort at it at first. However, do identify your work and preserve it. And hold on to your dream. Hold on to it. See, here's another item I would like you to start examining. Why, if they are capable of doing so, do most people not follow their aspirations or do better than what they are now doing? I believe that a lot of us put off taking the next action because we are unsure of what to do. And I contend that the reason we never even consider our options is that deep down, we don't think we're worthy of it or that it's possible for us to succeed. So this is what I'm recommending. How much time do you put into improving yourself? How much time do you dedicate to pursuing your dream each day during the previous 90 days? In the past year, how many books have you read? What new abilities or information have you gained? How much have you invested in yourself? You see, I'm saying that you have to actually run to stand still when you start to consider where you want to go, because things are changing so quickly if you want to succeed today. I'm suggesting that in order to start working and to grow as a person, you have to put in some deliberate effort. And now for something different. Fear keeps most individuals from realizing their dreams, ladies and gentlemen. Fear, narrow-mindedness, and low self-esteem are the main causes of people's inaction. People often stay in abusive, unhappy, or unfulfilling relationships because they are unable to perceive themselves outside of those situations. Without that individual, they are unable to see themselves having fun. They believe that this is their only option. For the same reason that people become trapped at a specific point in their lives, they are unable to imagine a brighter future for themselves. And they believe that this is all they are worthy of. All they have ever seen has been transmitted to them, and they believe this to be the end for them. Oh no, gazing. How come? Dr. Norman Vincent Peale's colleague, Dr. Blanton, also goes by Smiley Blanton. His remarks regarding terror. Of all the human ailments, fear is the most subtle and deadly, according to him. Dreams are killed by fear, ladies and gentlemen. Hope is killed by fear. Many ended up in hospitals due of fear. You can benefit from fear. Fear, ladies and gentlemen, may immobilize you and prevent you from accomplishing what you know deep down inside that you are capable of. It appears that you are under a hypnotic influence. And I have a query for you. What are the advantages? What are the advantages of letting fear stop you? What is the advantage of giving up on yourself and not embracing life head on? What are you getting out of it? What benefit does that offer? That was among the questions I had to ask myself. I wanted to avoid making any errors. I wanted to be liked by everyone. When I accomplished something for the first time, I wanted to be flawless. That is not going to occur. You will err from time to time. You're going to offend a few people. There will be enemies that you make. When you make the decision to start living life, you have to ask yourself, how long am I going to let this hold me back? I agree with Zig Ziglar's words. Fear, he explained, is fake evidence that looks real. That is a mental illusion that we conjure up. It's a mindset that can be altered. So let's examine how we may start to take action to start reorganizing that fear, growing our self-image, and boosting our self-worth. According to Webster, having self-esteem is feeling good about oneself and confident. Take a look at your current life. Your life is going well, whatever you have done thus far. Everything that you have created is a direct result of the kind of person you have become. It is the outcome of your decisions. It is the outcome of your awareness. You now need to ask yourself if you are happy with the work that you have done. Do you really want this? Do you wish that things were different from how they are now? Do you think you're entitled to something greater than this? Or do you feel satisfied? That concludes it. You already have to give up on life and accept that you are not starving like those in Calcutta. Therefore, there's nothing more for you to do. Are you really letting yourself off the hook in that way? Alternatively, do you secretly harbor the belief that you have more outstanding work ahead of you? You're here because life has something more in store for you. How can we deal with this element of fear? How can we raise our sense of self-worth? You need to start strengthening yourself. How are we going to do that? It's my opinion that you need to start talking to yourself and actively monitoring your inner dialogue. Get to work, strengthening yourself. There are moments when the only positive things people say about you are the things you say to them. Thus, my advice is to become an advocate for yourself. Get to work strengthening yourself. Begin by motivating yourself. Say to yourself, I can do this. This is something I can accomplish. I told myself that I could definitely become a speaker when I first started thinking about it. This is something I can accomplish. I had to talk to myself because people were telling me I was stupid when I started attempting to convince myself I could be a businessman after failing miserably, losing thousands of dollars, feeling foolish and stupid, and having people take advantage of me because I didn't know. I was thinking to myself in the back of my mind, you're right. See what I've accomplished. No less. I had to say, come on, man, come on, gather your belongings. This is something you can manage. It's just that you still don't understand. Everything is okay. This is the time for your training. This is the cost of tuition for the ignorance you possess. You're capable of doing this. It has been done by others, not requiring an Einstein. Find you some instructors who can fill up the gaps in your knowledge. Find some successful individuals and take advice from them. Attend some workshops and seminars. Go through several business management books. Revisit your self-perception and start taking care of the intimate aspects. Recognize that no one will manage your company more effectively than you, and things start to change when I start to shift from this mindset of punishing myself for my mistakes to considering the potential that I could perform better and make the necessary adjustments to effectively accomplish my goals. And I advise you to quit criticizing yourself. Yes, you do it. You do it, I know that. I completed it. We have a built-in tendency to be critical of ourselves. See, we are negative from birth. Because we live in a bad world, I believe in a negative consciousness. Here are some more tips for you, ladies and gentlemen. Switch off the TV and avoid watching the news and start protecting your mind from harmful content. As a result, you need to be careful about the thoughts you harbor. You see, because humans are goal-oriented, your mind will be programmed if you don't program it. We die of broken hearts early because of this. We are rushing through life at an early age because of this. Ladies and gentlemen, we are living our lives together. I believe Henry David Thoreau once stated that the majority of men lead quiet lives of desperation. Most of us run afraid through life. Thus, we invented this in our minds. False proof that seemed authentic. In our minds, we brought it to life. Churchill once stated, "There is nothing to fear but fear itself for this reason. That is the beast of destruction. Thus, turn off anything that can heighten your anxiety. Tell those who can only talk about how bad things are because they have internalized the global consciousness to be deaf ears. To start reconditioning and retraining your thinking, start going to workshops, seminars, and listening to tapes every day. What is the source of faith? Hearing and hearing, as well as listening. Pay attention to information that has the capacity to inspire you and give you the ability to build a new life and reality for yourself. In most situations, you might come across as weird. You know, the majority of people find you odd. If you're content with today, you see these folks still don't know what they want out of life. They are miserable and grumpy because of this. They are so negative because of this. They wish to hurt other people because they are hurting. Thus, begin practicing with mental programs, seminars, books, and workshops. Maintain a journal. Keep a journal close by and use it to jot down your daily reflections and thoughts as soon as you get up. See, ladies and gentlemen, we receive 3 or 4 thoughts a year that have the potential to change our lives if we act upon them. What concept are you working with? Put your thoughts in writing, and then as soon as you grasp that notion, make the move. Make the move. Look, it exists somewhere in the cosmos. I can assure you that if you don't jump, someone else will. Go ahead and do it. Take action now. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be shocked at how everything comes together. You'll be taken aback. I can assure you that you will face some challenging obstacles in the near future. Right now, recognize that. For a while, nothing will happen exactly as planned. They occasionally will. At that point, life seems to be merely a game you are playing. I want you to unwind and feel comfortable, but ladies and gentlemen, don't shy away from the fights. Instead, act on your dreams. Enter the fight right in the middle. Get knocked down to gain combat experience and maintain your position. You see, most people avoid life's arena because they don't want to engage in conflict. The majority of people avoid going outside because they don't want to fall. They object to being brought to their knees. However, you must understand that you will get dropped whether you are on the field or watching from the sidelines. Get dropped for something, at least. You see, most individuals live their lives as spectators. It's not what you want to watch. You should go where the action is, the field. You'll be surprised to find that after the struggle, there will be a quiet moment and things will start to make sense. My friends, fear is a natural part of life, but it does not have to dictate your future. When you embrace courage, you discover that you are capable of achieving far more than you ever imagined. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. Each time you confront a fear, you grow stronger, more resilient, and more prepared to tackle the next challenge. Think about what could be possible if you chose to fear no evil, if you decided to face every challenge with determination and bravery. The life you dream of is on the other side of your fears. Embrace courage and let it guide you through the darkest moments and the toughest battles. It's time to make a commitment to yourself. No longer will you allow fear to hold you back. You will rise above, you will push forward, and you will conquer every obstacle in your path. Remember, You have within you an incredible strength, a reservoir of courage that is waiting to be unleashed. So start today. Embrace your fears, face them with courage, and conquer them one by one. You have the power to transform your life, to achieve your dreams, and to inspire those around you with your bravery. Stand tall, fear no evil, and let courage be your guiding light. The journey may be challenging, but the rewards are immeasurable. You can do this, and you will do this. Embrace courage and watch as you conquer your fears and elevate your life to new heights. The time is now. Make it count. So start today. Embrace your fears, face them with courage, and conquer them one by one. You have the power to transform your life, to achieve your dreams, and to inspire those around you with your bravery. Stand tall, fear no evil, and let courage be your guiding light. The journey may be challenging, but the rewards are immeasurable. You can do this, and you will do this. Embrace courage, and watch as you conquer your fears and elevate your life to new heights.